Okay, I'm getting some questions about the research paper, so I thought I'd do a video for everyone. Down here. Okay. Right here, this is where you would submit it. Okay. Remember to do it in MLA style. You can just drop this down or just, if you have yours already. Okay. Learning Center can give you ideas. Remember not to plagiarize. Yes, I am shouting because I take it very seriously. This is about you basically, so there should be no reason to plagiarize. Okay. What this is, you can download it. What it is kind of your career plan. So it is a reflection, but you also need to do some research, like what career are you intending to pursue and why? Okay. So what are the pertinent statistics regarding this? According to the Wall Street Journal, appropriate citation required, the field of blank. So let's say you were going into the field of psychology.
Well, you got WD-40 around there?
Okay. So if you were going into psychology, what would you need? What would you have to do? So here's a government site. So you could just go to that, bls.gov. Oops. .gov. Okay. And then hit psychologists. Okay. Outlook. Okay. So median pay. This is their median pay right here. You could just put this in, number of jobs 2020, 178, and related occupation. And these little question marks will tell you work experience, okay, what they do, employment change, projected in employment from, okay, so what psychologists do. All right, your work and how to become, the pay, the job outlook, and you can just click on each one of these. I right click, open link, and tab. One is projected to grow 8%. Okay, so then, and it shows you all the different forms you could go. All right, school psychologist, super needed. Also over here, it will tell you pay, what they do, working, how to become one. All right, the education needed. All right, what you would need to become one. All right, so let's say this is what these are your important qualities, your skills. All right, so let's say you're going to do that. Then let's say you're going to go to Northridge, CSUN. All right, so you click on CSUN. Okay, psychologist. Now it will tell you.
It's called Steve's if you want to go over there and get the pool.
So let's just say you're going for this Masters of Science in Counseling. So you could see how much what they have here. Tells you the overview, what you will need, and then you can kind of just do how much it would cost you to become, how much it would cost you to general admission, what you're needed. It's not really showing us here, But that doesn't mean you give up and say, I'm not real sure. What it means is that you kind of go handbook. Let's see what this is. Okay. Or you can go to home and see what the fees are. Okay, master's degree. I would probably click on that and see how much a master's degree, like how much it's going to be. You know, just kind of play around in their website and see how much it would cost. Master's program, how much it costs to go, you know, prospective students, how much, you know, this might tell you, you can also maybe just Google how much it might cost for a semester, parking, books, all of that has to be taken into consideration. Okay, so excuse the background noise, please. Okay, so this just kind of tells you, and you can see what I have here, like the tuition of the, you know, per unit. They usually charge a flat fee so you can see what it is. All right, and you can go back here, modules. That was the career and the CEO of you. This is kind of the one where you'll give, you know, how are you going to do this? We're going to look education plan. You know, you kind of repeat, so you can combine these two together if you like. I'm okay with that. You know, and if you're just going for certificate program, you may be going for welding. And that is, I believe, just a certificate program through here. There could be on the job training for that. You know, when will you complete your education goal? How are you going to plan for this? How do you, you know, are you getting financial aid? Usually, once you get past the master's or past the bachelor's, excuse me, you're on your own. So, how are you going to pay for the master's? Um, how are you going to pay for the books? Is it cheaper to rent? Is it, you know, I personally like the online. Some need the actual hard copy of the book, whatever. Do you have a budget? How does it work? How do you squeeze school in? You know, are you going to have to go work? I've heard some people have worked 2 to 4 jobs and gone to school online. You know, so how are you going to do that? You know, are you good at managing money, or are there more bills at the end of the month? Then you have money coming in. Even if you're on financial aid, living with mom and pop, doesn't matter. And, you know, if you're not comfortable giving that kind of information, just put that in there, you know. You know, I wouldn't count on those lottery tickets, but, you know, or gambling, okay? Life contingency. Do you have, you know, here, do you have at least 6 months of rent put away or 6 months of household expenses? We learned from the pandemic. Had our government not stepped in, where would we all be? Um, you know, is there somebody you can call on? There's only so many family and friends you can borrow money from. Uh, Now, what if you become permanently disabled and it's not due to a work you're out having fun with the family and, you have a motorcycle, ATV accident, something like that. If you ride horses, you get thrown off that horse, or you're just playing baseball in the yard, something. Okay? Have you spoken to your family about this? What do you do? Uh, you know, who's in charge of taking care of your estate? Have you talked about that? Do you have a trust fund? Do you have a will? All these are really important. And don't just put, my family will take care of me. They may have their own family. How are you going to take care of yourself if you get hurt? Or who's going to take care of you if you get hurt? How are you going to survive? Dr. Lucero is a good example of that at our school. He went blind. He was not born blind. I don't remember what the reason was, how he went blind, but he did. But he has his PhD, and look at the job he has. But could he build an engine? I don't think so. So these are all things you have to think about. Okay, that's all it is. No more than, you know, 5 pages, please. I have to read all these. Do a works cited page. I don't expect you to, you know, go to the Hall of Congress or anything like that, but just make them reputable websites. Wikipedia is not a reputable website. Hey, if you have any questions, email me. I hope this helps.